Obviously, with the voice of change, talking about race is not easy, but with the George Floyd trial going on now and the Stop the Asian Hate movement going on right now, too, concerns of racism and its impacts keep bubbling to the surface of our national conversation. So, how do we have those discussions? A new podcast is leading by example. It's called I Hear Ya, and the co-hosts are joining me now. We say good morning to pastors Odell Cleveland and Alex McFarland. How you doing, fellas?
Morning, how are you?
Great. Good morning.
Good. It's good to have you both. I want to start with, what was the conversation like that started all of this? I know you two are friends who decided to start this podcast. Why now?
Well, Derek, first thing, thank you for having us on. But it was interesting when I first met Alex through a mutual friend. First thing he asked us while we were sitting in Panera Bread having coffee was, "Do you think I'm a racist?" And that started the conversation.
So each episode title is a question. Odell, you chose the first one, and it's Why Do I Frighten People? Why did you feel that was the right way to start this podcast off?
Well, a lot of times as a large black man, about 6'3", 200 and some odd pounds, sometimes when I get in the elevator, people seem somewhat afraid. And when you deal with that, it's just a constant. And this you deal with it. And when you get in there, especially with white females at times, people seem to be withdrawn. It was one instance when I was the keynote speaker at a national event and people were coming to see me, but at the same time, when I got in the elevator, even though they were coming to see me, it seemed like they were, concerned that they were in the elevator with me. So it's just interesting when you start dealing with that. You talked about the whole George Floyd thing, and that's kind of the stuff that we talk about. We talk about who's on trial here. When we start talking about race in America, is it George on trial? Is it Derek on trial? Or is it America on trial? Are we looking at ourselves as a reflection to see how do we handle this? How do we talk about it? How do we talk about it among friends, one white, one black? And how do we talk about it respectfully? Or do we wish it's just going to go away?
Yeah.
Because the key to it is we have to talk about it because it's there. And I thank God for my good friend Alex. And we talk about stuff like that in a very respectful way, but a true way.
Yeah, Alex, I wanted to bring you in here because you chose this question for the second episode, Am I a Racist? You both share some very personal stories. What kind of feedback have you gotten from that episode?
Well, again, let me say thanks for having us on. And the feedback has been very positive. I mean, people all across the country and even internationally have emailed us and said that they enjoy listening to us. And, it's serious, sometimes it's kind of funny. But one of the reasons that I kind of threw that question at Odell was I was on a show out of San Francisco, and the topic was immigration. And, I was just talking about responsible immigration policies that look after the interests of American citizens. And I got some email from people saying, okay, you're from the South, you have the Southern accent, you're a white conservative, you're probably a closet KKK racist. I mean, just, crazy stuff like that. So Odell and I, when we got to know each other well over a year ago, I said, listen, let's just be very transparent. Do I come off as a racist? Because God knows I'm not. Mm-hmm. And we just decided as adult men, mature adults, but also as Christians, John 13, Jesus said, by this will all men know you're my disciples if you love one another. And we just thought for our own benefit, and maybe as an example to others, we would just
Yeah. Your audio's breaking up a little bit there, Pastor McFarland. Don't mean to cut you off, but people can definitely learn a lot from just listening to you both have these conversations with the goal of ending bias and prejudice and racism. Pastors Odell Cleveland and Alex McFarland. The podcast is called I Hear Ya, and you can get it available wherever you get your podcast. Thanks for joining us.